Welcome into the Cowboys Report live edition here on day 4 of NFL free agency presented by Manscaped. Tell you all about their great men's grooming products later on today's show. But remember, you can get 20% off and free shipping when you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Cowboys. All right, lots going on here around the Cowboys. As always, we're live on Rumble, live on YouTube, and we'll give you guys a chance to click that notification and tune in for what has been a rapidly busy day across the NFL, and there's, college basketball, March Madness going on too. First up, our question of the day. This is also the pinned comment on today's video. Grade the Cowboys offseason so far as I fix my monitor because there's a giant glare there. A or B has 5% of the vote. C has 14% of the vote. D has 26%, and F going in there with 56%. So get those votes in. Been kind of chaotic here today for the entire NFL. At some point, you get a Deshaun Watson trade. And then the Baker Mayfield comes out and says, hey, I want to trade from the Browns because he's got leverage, of course. And the Browns told him to F off. So Cleveland's in shambles. Remember, Cowboys fans, it could always be worse. So I'll give some shout outs here. Oh boy, there are a lot of F's in there. D, F, 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 D, D. This is terrible. F, 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 F. Earl Thomas. There we go. Well, we got some drinking games planned today for you guys later on here. F minus, F plus, D, F. The nicest I've seen is a C in the live chat. C minus from Andrew Guerrero. Another F. D. T. Thompson says, Tom, we were just here to help you feed your family, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. I know there's going to be not great optimism on this next question, which is fine. But let me know a player you think the Cowboys should sign. Remember, I said should. So if they don't do it, doesn't mean it's your fault that they didn't. So drop a name for me in the comments here. Oh, there's an A+ from CJ Donahue. I don't know how that's an A+ offseason, but hey, at least somebody had the optimism and the positivity there. F, Lorenzo Carter, Juju Smith-Schuster, Zadarius Smith. We'll talk about him. Bobby Wagner, Rashard Lee. I know you mean Johnny Hecker, the punter. That's where we're at. We're talking about punters in the first 2 minutes of today's show. Go figure. Julio Jones, Jarvis Landry, Smith or Clowney, Trent Brown, Bobby Wagner, Teron Armstead, Dez Bryant. There we go. Odell Beckham, maybe. The Rams signed Allen Robinson to a 3-year, $45 million deal. That equates to $15 million per year because the cap's not real except the Cap Boy. Jayron Kearse, a lot of those in a row. That certainly makes sense. Clowney, Earl Thomas, Jarvis Landry, Chaz Green, Chris Jones, Jalen Smith. Yes, Zadarius Thomas did back out of that deal. Keep that in mind. Super chat coming in, by the way, from Quincy Sands. Tom, talk me off the ledge. Rams, Bucks, Saints, and Commanders better. We are releasing and giving away our studs. Other studs lowball and help. I can't give you help on the roster moves, but the Saints aren't better yet until they get a QB. The Commanders have Carson Wentz. I don't think they're better. The Rams and Bucks, yes, those teams are unquestionably better than what the Cowboys are right now. So I can talk you out of Saints Commanders, not so much out of Rams and Bucks. With this first super chat of the day, let me get that off there. I probably should have had a paper towel out here, but we're good. Just lay it down there. Here's our super chat menu. The Raiders Report. Mitchell Renz is known for getting absolutely hammered and getting all kinds of super chat stuff. So I want to take it to him today. Here's our super chat menu for today's live show. Every $5 super chat, I got green beer. You can't tell it's green because it's transparent. That's how you know it's green. So we got a green screen behind me. It's got a nice little, maybe you can see the cow. Oh, there we go. On brand as well. Every $5 supers, I'll drink some green beer. Takes me back to my days in college. Every $20 shot or any $20 super chat, got an unopened bottle of Jameson right here. We'll crack that open. Producer Marshall down to have some fun as well since he's down bad about his Giants not doing that much. Every 500 likes that we get, I got some Baileys, and we'll do some Sean. It's St. Patrick's Day, after all, and I actually love Jameson and Baileys because, I think Jameson's delicious. Every $100 in Super, maybe I'll make it every $50 in Supers. Want to get that change there? Well, let's do that. Every $50 in Supers, we'll make it a shot. And if we get to $1,000 in Supers, we've got the beer boat. Or the beer boot, excuse me. Haven't had a sip of alcohol yet, and they're already making up words there. If we get to $1,000, I will do the boot. And I will fail miserably, by the way, because it's too much volume for me in the end. So, $5, green beer cheers. This one is for Quincy Sands. Thank you, my friend. $20, Jameson shots. Every 500 likes, it's a shot of Baileys. Every $50 in Supers, that's just total, I'll do another shot. And for every $1,000 in Supers, I'll bust out the boot, which would be, that could be dicey there. All right, and if you want me, by the way, to take over as Cowboys owner, type my name, Tom, in the comment section. All I ask for is this: 10 years, and I promise you, I will get the Cowboys a championship. If I don't, then I will sell the organization. I don't see Jerry or Steven offering that. Not at all. I don't see it in any capacity. So type my name, Tom, in the comments if you want that to happen. We'll get to some more of these super chats coming in here as well. A couple of just $2 ones. We'll go quickly on these. CJ Donahue says, I was joking about the A+. It's more of a D-. Yeah, I feel you on that front. I understand. Steve says, % chance we get Bobby Wagner and Zadarius Smith. I need hope. I am ready to get hurt again, but I also don't think it's realistic to think that it's going to happen. I don't want to give false hope here. I'd say it's a bit more unlikely that you get even one of those guys. It's probably less than 50% as we sit. Michael Miller, $5, bottoms up. Tom, give me something to look forward to. This is looking bad. Literally nothing for Collins. Maybe we can get Smith. You mean Zadarius Smith? We will talk about him here in a little bit. I'm not that surprised the Cowboys couldn't find a trade partner for La'el Collins. They are allegedly one of the cap savings now. Look, here's what I think happened. I think the rest of the NFL knew the Cowboys were pissed at Collins, and therefore they weren't going to make a big-time offer because they could wait and get him in free agency. It's a lesser version of the Amari Cooper situation, which maybe Cooper's now not that happy that his QB just demanded a trade in Cleveland. That's not great for the Browns. All right, Massive Matt. I am massively down bad thanks to Dallas. I'll tell you what, Matt, you are far from alone from that perspective. Jeremy Rutherford says B- for the Cowboys offseason. We got $23 million in cap room. It's more like 35 right now with the La'el Collins, although that number's always, ebb and flowy there. And that cap room's great, but remember, what are you going to do with it? You're just going to roll it over to next year? That's fine if that's your plan. I don't agree with it, but it's kind of where we're at this point. All right, Alexander Forte, $5. Thank you, my friend. Bold offseason strategy by Dallas this year. Make every position a draft day need so you can truly take the best player available at 24. Cheers. Here's your problem. You don't have needs at every position. What my concern is, you enter the draft with like one or two glaring needs at important positions like defensive end, and you taco yourself. And you're in such desperate need of an edge rusher, you take the best guy on the board, even if he ends up not being the best player in the end. Armando Quintana, now we need a man inside. Mary Charlotte, take over from within. Win-win from all of us. I have to cheers to that. My wife's not watching, so we're fine. I'll also make note that she's married, I'm married, and Steven gets to take over the team anyway. So not going to get my hopes up too much on that one. All right, describe the Cowboys offseason for me in one word. This is going to be interesting. I can't wait. One word. Describe it for me. Let's see. I'll get some shout-outs here as these come in momentarily. Dumpster fire is one word. I'll allow it. That's not technically one word, but close enough there. Sad. Lot of swear words that we can only say when we do Rumble after hours after today's live show. Stick around for that. I'll put the Rumble link in the live chat for you guys just so you have it. Boom, slam. There we go. Goofy, crap, clowns, typical, mid. God, I actually like that one a lot. Mid. That's good. Preemptive, fire, money, cap space, dog, turd. You guys are so mad, and I get it. I get it as well. You got all this money, you made all these moves, and you've signed nobody outside your organization, and we're 4 days in. It's frustrating. All right, from Cam Kramer. Yes or no, do we sign Wagner? I really want to say yes, but I'm going to go with no. They won't end up getting him. King Shadow 24. Fans, can we get Bobby Wagner, Honey Badger, and Zadarius Smith at home? Steven, we have them at home. Shows picture of LVE, Donovan Wilson, and Dorance Armstrong. First off, I tweeted that minus the Donovan Wilson portion, so I appreciate that, King Shadow. It's $20 for a shot. So, King, if you do another super chat here later today, I'll add it together for you. In the meantime, I'll do 2 beer cheers as well. It's green beer. That's why it looks so weird because, green screen behind me. Ethan Tyra, does consistently being under the media microscope being the Dallas Cowboys, does that work against the Cowboys in keeping cards close to the vest? Loose links or loose lips sink ships and whatnot. I don't know if that helps, but they're also bad about not talking. Like, they went on a media campaign against Amari Cooper. Oh, effort. Oh, this, blah, blah, blah. That wasn't other teams hurting the Cowboys. That was their own Cowboys. Bad-mouthing Amari and then going, oh, shit, we got to trade him. So, yeah, I think that their philosophy hurts them. Bottoms up, Ethan. All right, Michael Graham, how would you address the Dallas Cowboys' needs? I would go all in right now on Zadarius Smith. I'd bring back Jayron Kearse. I'd look at some cheap offensive guards and linebackers in free agency, and then I would set myself up to have no major glaring needs, but having somewhat needs, medium needs at positions like receiver, at offensive guard still, at linebacker, edge, defensive tackle. That way, I could take the best player on my board each round in the NFL draft. Jeremiah Early, how does rollover cap work? We roll over every year, then we are over or at the cap anyway. Don't sign anyone. 37 years of fandom, and I'm about done. I mean, that's kind of how it works. Whatever leftover money you don't have or you don't spend, you carry that over into next year. So keep that one in mind. They also tend to backload contracts, which is how all teams do it. And they haven't had many glaring needs until this year, and they freed up $40 million in cap space. Like that. They actually had $50 to play with this year. That's why it's so frustrating. They haven't actually done anything. All right, Jeremy Bramlett. Maybe we should make it 10 for a shot. That might be a bad idea, though. We got 2 10s. I kind of want to get a little bit litty, and I like Jameson. So, Jeremy and King Shadow, I'm going to merge your $2 10s for one Jameson shot here. Like Jameson. Trade Stephen Jones for a 7th-round pick. Yeah, but who's trading for Stephen Jones? Nobody. Nobody's trading for Stephen, which is what's so brutal there. So keep the super chats coming. $20. Let's get lit. Jameson bottoms up. All right, Rome Doza. Sign Stephon Gilmore. Make teams throw to Diggs. I mean, teams have thrown a lot. I'm coming around on this a little bit. I don't think corner is that big of a need. I think if Anthony Brown's your 2 or Kelvin Joseph's your 2 and Jordan Lewis your 3, that's probably fine. It's probably better than most people, but here's the problem. You don't have a number 2 edge right now, so maybe you do want to go all in to fix your coverage all the way, make it elite to cover up for some of your deficiencies at edge. Andres Gonzalez, bring in Marcus Mariota or Andy Dalton as the backup QB. Sure. I mean, if they want to sign that 1 year, $3 million deal that the Cowboys did way back when with Dalton, I ain't mad at that. I'm actually fine with that particular move. I also think Cooper Rush played so well, you don't have to get desperate to go overpay for a backup there. Bottoms up. Do you want to do a shot, James? And he's gone. HTD Young J, pain, lots of pain, smiling through it all, LeBron James style, bottoms up. All right, Jacob Rodriguez, sucked to see said, Wilson go. I don't know why I said it so weird. I saw the period, didn't read ahead. What do you think is the most probable defensive end we will sign? Not including Dorance Armstrong? I don't know. No way. All right, Jeremy coming through. First off, let me read. You're going to have to come help me here, bud. Then we're not done with Jacob yet. I will answer. I don't know how. I guess I'm behind on live because I actually did not see that come in. And I saw you go to him. Like, what's going on here? All right, Jacob. Most likely defensive end. I could see him doing something like Lorenzo Carter. Like, that's kind of where we're at. Like, I don't think that's a likely outcome here. All right, Jeremy Bramlett, $100 super chat. Take 5 shots for me, please. Who wants to come take a shot? You're going to take one too, Marshall. You're taking one. Shout out Jeremy Bramlett. And by the way, if you want to do it like a fireball or vodka or whatever, like, yeah, you can go get the fireball there. You in? Do you want Jameson or fireball? Jameson, all right. This is CEO James, by the way. Here you go.
All right. Who are we doing with? You mean you?
Me, you, Marshall. We got a lot of shots. Oh, he's a little bit bigger there.
Yeah, come on. What are we doing?
Yeah, I do it in there. Yeah.
Amateur hour here.
It is the amateur hour. The rules are $20 super chat equals a shot, and Jeremy busted out 100. So Jeremy Bramlett. Now maybe that's Chugs' burner. I don't know.
All right, Jeremy Bramlett. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
There you go. Let's do ours now.
Cheers.
Bottoms up.
Cowboys.
Cheers. Go Cowboys. Thank you.
Very warm. Maybe you're chill those in the future, but whatever.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah. Do we have the ice bucket?
Yeah.
Let's get that. Yeah. There we go.
Count me if you need another guy.
All right. Do you want to do 2? All right. 2 fireball shots.
2 FPs. Woo. Smells like J-Mo back here.
There you go, Jeremy. I like Jameson.
Last time I had that,
Mhm.
blacked out.
Oh, you blacked out with Jameson last time?
For Jeremy, it's for you, brother.
You doing 2?
Yeah.
There we go. I did need a tag team for 5 shots for straight Jameson.
Jeremy.
Cheers.
For you.
Woo! There we go. Jeremy's the MVP so far today. I love it. I got to mix in the Bailey soon. That's what I got to do next. I do love some Baileys, man. I think your mic's working. Yeah, I hear you in my ear. Oh, the ice bucket. Perfect.
Toss the bottle in there. Mute Tom's mic for a second. This might be loud.
Ice bucket for the Jameson, so it's not quite as warm going down. There we go. All right, let's get back to these super chats here. Then we'll start our cut at some point. I know that. No rush, though. Sample email. Do we have enough cap space to sign both Darius Smith and the Honey Badger? Answer's yes. You've got cap space to sign any multiple player you want on the open market. We'll see if the Cowboys choose to go do that. Also, what should we use our first round pick? Because I want O-line or safety. As it sits right now, maybe you're looking for offensive line, center or guard. Makes the most sense. Cheers. All right, Cowboys Sport Report by Charles in Charge. Steven was on a candle to old Jerry. He couldn't sign a free agent that only wanted to play for us. LOL. I mean, yeah, it's just been a disaster. He better grab Bobby, Smith, or Matthew. If I get 2 of those guys, I would feel so much better about this team than what I do right now. That's a beer cheers. Thank you. From Duh1534. Any interest in bringing in Cole Beasley or Julio Jones? Also, we got 906. Oh, I missed the chance. I kind of think Julio's washed, to be honest. I'm not sure how much he has left in the tank. The answer is if they're cheap, yeah, I've always got interest there. And I would like a receiver on a 1-year deal. That could be Cole, Juju, Julio, because I don't know if Mike Gallup's going to be ready week 1. I would lean towards he's probably not in the end. And if you're worried about that, maybe you take your time. All right, Billy Bob Jean. Nice photo there. Signs Darius Smith or Wagner, please, something. I owe a beer cheers for the duh one. Again, this is our Super Chat menu here. $5, green beer cheers. $20, Jameson shot. Every 500 likes, I'll do a shot of Bailey's. Well, I fucked up with every $50 in supers, didn't I? That was a mistake. We're sticking with it as Fletcher Cox gets cut, by the way, by Philadelphia. Yes, I have interest there. Let's bust out 4 shots, but I'm not going to count the 100. I'm going to cheat. So I'm going to do 2. I'm going to cheat here as Andres does another one here. You want to do a shot, Tyler? Jameson sound good, or you want Fireball? Jameson? All right, lit. We're going to bring on the Andres Gonzalez Super Chat here in a minute. This one can be for... Do you want your own shot glass or the one that James used? All right, there you go. Come on up then, Tyler. The part where you get hammered. As an Irish person, I'm allowed to say this line from Family Guy. The Irish have more drunks per capita than people. Which is not how it works. So cheers. This is for the Andres Super Chat. We'll get to that momentarily. Oh, yeah, I'll get you on screen there. There we go. Cheers. Bottoms up. Cheers, guys. Maybe I could do all 4 of the Baileys. Smooth, right? Yeah. Good stuff. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. I like Jameson's not for everyone, but it is for me. All right, Andres Gonzalez. Odell Beckham, question mark, since the Rams signed Robinson. Trade for Fletcher Cox, shot time. Well, Fletcher Cox just got cut by Philadelphia, which I am kind of surprised by. They might try to bring him back, but yeah, I would love, even though I think Fletcher Cox is on the decline at this point, I'd be very happy to bring him down, to bring him in the end. So Tyler did Andres' shot. This is the other one for the Super Chat menu there. There we go. All right, Randy. The Joneses are making all us fans alcoholics. If we don't sign Bobby Wagner's, I'm turning to drugs. Okay. Legal is telling me that I cannot encourage that. That I can't encourage you going that route. So I just want to say that I am here for you, Randy, and I support you however best I can. All right. I will beer cheers for that. Ethan Tyra, top 3 defensive ends right now. No particular order. It's Darius Smith, Jadeveon Clowney, and I guess it actually is in that order. Melvin Ingram? Gets kind of thin, especially once you get past the Zadarius Smith situation. For my burner account, Tom, it might take a boycott to get real change. Yeah, it might. I mean, it's not going to happen. No one's going to boycott. We're all still going to tune in and watch because we want to believe in our team. But I know Jerry hears it. I don't know if Steven hears it and or if Steven even cares in the end. We will come back to the Super Chats here in a little bit. But let's start the show in depth here. We've gone a nice little almost 30 minutes, build up, having fun here. If you want us to start today's show, we got some news and rumors out there around the Dallas Cowboys. Like the video right now. Remember, every 500 likes, it's a shot of Bailey's. And we got 239 right here, 242 now. So we double that figure. And when we come back after the cut, I'll do a new shot here for you guys. So like the video if you want us to get today's show going. What's up, Marsh? Let's save that one for once we come back. Randolph, I see your Super Chat. We'll get to that here in a little bit. On tap for today's show, we've got Cowboys free agency updates, 2 mailbags. We'll do those kind of back-to-back. And we'll also have Rumble after hours. Now, the rules are, as long as we got Super Chats coming in, we don't have to go to Rumble after hours. We can sit here, and I can get absolutely blitzed on a random Thursday here at the Chat Sports office. It is St. Patrick's Day after all. It's Green Beer Day back up at I think it's Green Beer Day up at my alma mater, which is fun times. So if you haven't already, like the video, get this to 500. I'll bust out another shot here on the Dallas Cowboys Report. This is the Dallas Cowboys Report. I am Tom Downey. Today's show is presented by Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping when you use promo code COWBOYS at manscaped.com. We'll tell you all about their great men's grooming products later on in today's show. But I want to begin with the La'el Collins update. Well, he gone. No longer a free agent for the Dallas Cowboys, or no longer a player under contract for the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys will release Collins today. I think that's actually just been made formally official here by the organization. And there are several teams who are, quote-unquote, interested in La'el Collins. Now, background here, some notes, etc. Several teams are interested in Collins, and it's a post-June 1st move. Allow me to explain what it is. If the Cowboys had cut or traded Collins today, yesterday, tomorrow, whenever, they would have saved barely $1 million. So it wouldn't have been all that much in terms of actual savings since you would have had to sign a new player on the roster, etc. But by making this a post-June 1st cut, the Cowboys do save $10 million in salary cap space. The downside is, well, you can't use that money until after June 1st. So this would allow you to pay your draft class, roll over some money, have your insurance money for midseason signings. That was an issue for the Giants this past year in terms of, they ran out of money to restructure deals. That gives you your buffer money. So you have 40-ish million in cap space right now. Less than 30 or so of that is actually available. That's still a ton of money in the open market right now. In the end, the Cowboys were done with La'el Collins. They were out. They were tired of the suspensions. They were tired of the 2020 not being in shape to show up to camp. They were done with him. And that also makes it tricky to trade him because the rest of the NFL also knew that about the Cowboys, that they weren't going to keep him, and they didn't do a good job of covering that up. But in the end, I actually think that the leaks of the Cowboys shopping Collins were because there were not any good offers, and they wanted to try to get a better market. I think that was the case, and it was handled better, not perfectly, than what it was compared to, say, Amari Cooper. So with Collins out in Dallas, Terrence Steele is now the full-time starting right tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. Rough in year one, massive jump forward in year two. Will that continue? I don't know, but he's super cheap. He's a starting caliber right tackle. They found a gem as a UDFA. Is he perfect? No. Is there still holes on the offensive line? You better believe it. So they got to figure out the rest of that O-line here. But as it relates to Collins, what is your one-word reaction to the Dallas Cowboys cutting him and moving on from the, what was not a good deal at the time, at least after year one, franchise right tackle? Let me know in the comment section right now. My one word? Whatever. I'm over it. I'm over the Randy stuff too. Teams know about his issues. They know he was out of shape in 2020. They know he got suspended in 2021. The Cowboys were not going to get great value back unless they were great negotiators. And if we're being honest here, they suck at negotiating. They are bad at contracts. They are bad at trades. When was last time they had a great trade at the time and in the long run? It's been a while from that perspective, which makes it pretty tough to get good value. So, disappointing is what it is. The expectation now, this is not finalized as we sit here filming this, is that Dorance Armstrong is going to return to the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys are close to re-signing Dorance. Then again, we heard even more stuff about Randy Gregory. Contract details not yet known. The reports from Todd Archer, Michael Gelkin, etc., that the Cowboys were close to Armstrong also said that they were still looking for a true Randy Gregory replacement, which is what they should be doing. So we don't know the money, but I still want you guys to grade this move for me. A, B, C, D, or F. How you feeling about the addition, or I should say the retention, of Dorance Armstrong? Drop a grade for me in the comments section right now. All right, 2021 stats here. 37 tackles for loss, 37 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 5 sacks. The pressure rate was just over 11%. In the end, that's pretty good for Dorance Armstrong. He had his best year by a massive margin. It was a breakout season for Dorance Armstrong this year. But he's still not an elite player. And overall, he hasn't been productive. Now, he's young. Don't get me wrong on that front. But Armstrong's had 3 tackles for loss this year, 5 sacks. That was equal to his tackle for loss numbers, double his career sack production. Now, remember, folks, Armstrong, he does turn 25 in June. So he is still a young football player. I would also argue that at this stage in his NFL career, Dorance Armstrong is more of an edge 3 or an edge 4. He's not a guy that I really want starting. Now, I would be happily surprised if he takes another jump forward. There are those in the Cowboys org that are very high on Dorance Armstrong, and I'm fine to bring him back at the right cost. Here's my concern. Under contract at edge right now, and clearly the Cowboys want more than just Micah Parsons as your second starting edge. They want somebody else that can utilize Parsons as that high-end flex piece, as the linebacker edge freak athlete. There's not much else at the defensive end position here. There's DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons and a bunch of other edge 3/4s in Terrell Basham and Chauncey Golston. So when they finalize, I should say, the Dorance Armstrong re-signing, they still need an edge 2. And we're going to run through some possible options there. We're going to run through some cornerback buzz on top of that with Patrick Peterson. But first, today's show is presented by Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping when you use promo code COWBOYS at manscaped.com. We'll put that link in the comment section and in the description for you guys here. Manscaped.com and use promo code COWBOYS. Get the Lawnmower 4.0, the Ultra Premium Collection. You are not going to have the perfect bracket this year for March Madness, but you can have the perfect set of balls if that's what you guys are searching for. And trust me, that is something that I think you guys should want to have. Manscaped.com, promo code Cowboys. That link will be in the comment section and in the description. Let's talk free agency more in depth now. We'll go quickly on a lot of this stuff here, as we've been going for a while already. How about Patrick Peterson? He himself had mentioned the Vikings, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys as possible fits for the guy who played for Minnesota last year. I would argue the Cowboys do not have a major need at the cornerback position. But remember, Dallas allegedly, per Patrick Peterson himself, made a push last year. I want to say this. Patrick Peterson understands the game, you guys. The number 1 rule of free agency, link yourself to Dallas. Real or fake, that'll get you attention. That'll get you the views on NFL Network, on ESPN, and might get you just an extra $500,000 $1,000,000. It's nice if you're a player. Peterson is still a good player. I still like what Pat Pete can do. I do think at this stage in his NFL career, he is pretty much on the decline. He's still a starting caliber guy, but he's not prime Patrick Peterson number 1 corner anymore. That's just not what he can be in the NFL. The quarterback room, meanwhile, for Dallas is in pretty good shape. If we're being honest, if we're being objective, Anthony Brown played well for you. Jordan Lewis was fine at nickel. You spent a second-round pick on Kelvin Joseph, a top 100 pick on Deshaun Wright. If those are your 5, probably okay at the position. So you don't have to go get a corner. I would be pleasantly surprised if the Cowboys invested in someone like a Patrick Peterson. Now I want you guys to name a player who you think the Dallas Cowboys should go out and sign. keep it somewhat realistic, but let me know in the comments section right now. With edge rusher uncertainty, I want to look at some of the top guys out there in free agency, and we will go quick on all these players. Jadeveon Clowney, he will take his time. He might price himself out of the market at edge. Zadarius Smith is now back on the open market. He'd agreed to a deal with with Baltimore, and then apparently Randy Gregoried them. So, yeah, go right your wrong earlier. The Cowboys allegedly have interest. I got to see more than due diligence and talks and internal conversations and discussions before I get my hopes up, but I am ready to be heard again. All right, Melvin Ingram, veteran edge rusher, I thought was better in KC than he was in Pittsburgh. If he's your low-end edge too for a one-year deal, I can live with it. Derek Barnett intrigues me. Production dipped this year. Philly's not going to bring him back 1 year. Get him under $5 million? I have interest. How about Trey Flowers? Kind of think he's cooked. 2 bad years in a row for Trey Flowers. That should raise some pretty big red flags for you, given that he's a bit aging and has not lived up to his contract in any capacity for Detroit. Justin Houston, he's old. I know that, but he still produces at a above average-ish level. If you bring back Dorance Armstrong, maybe you don't want Houston too, but kind of be okay with that. Again, you have a numbers game than an edge if you add Houston and a draft pick. Jerry Hughes, local to an extent, TCU kid. Gets pressures, not much sacks, but he is an aging veteran. So too is Jason Pierre-Paul. He kind of fell off a cliff this year, folks. I wonder how much he has left in the tank. Dante Fowler, disaster signing in Atlanta. He's played a lot, and he sucked. He's had 2 good years of his 6. That should raise some red flags. Lorenzo Carter's a decent under-the-radar option. Former, I think it was 3rd-round pick out of Georgia for the New York Giants. I'd be fine there. That's probably one of the more appealing names on this list. Tack McKinley, sure. He's not with expectations either. Dallas liked him a lot coming out of UCLA. He was going to be their pick over Taco Charlton, and they got sniped by Atlanta. So I think Dan Quinn, whether it's positive or negative, would have influence on that signing. Arden Key's coming off a breakout year, by the way. Here's your problem. He did a decent amount of his damage as an interior rusher. I don't know how much room there is for that type of guy, but if you can get him on the cheap, I'm all for it. And your dark horse name, Malik Reed, was tendered by the Denver Broncos. He is under contract, but what if you made him a 3-year, $30 million offer? Denver might not accept it, and that might intrigue you in the end. You, as an RFA, original round tender, you would not owe the Denver Broncos anything. Go poach the edge after they poached one from you. If you want the best Cowboys offseason coverage, hit that big red button and subscribe at youtube.com/CowboysTV. If you're watching on YouTube, we got you guys covered. If you're watching on Rumble, we've also got you guys covered, I promise you. All right, 2 more stories I want to get to rapid fire here. Danielle Hunter, I would love it. Maybe don't get your hopes up in the end for Hunter. He has an $18.5 million roster bonus due on Monday. That should be a fairly big red flag for the Cowboys. I would do it. I don't know if Dallas would. The Vikings are allegedly trying to trade Hunter at this point. I would love to get him on the roster. I would be all for adding Hunter. That makes your edge rushing group better than what it was last year. Hunter, when healthy, has been a top 5 edge rusher in the NFL. 14.5 sacks, 2018, 2019. Neck injury this year. In 7 games this year, 2021, 6 sacks. Dude's a stud. Hunter, Tank Lawrence, Micah Parsons, mwah. I love that edge rushing duo. I would trade for him right now, and I would pay him a big fat new deal because I do think Hunter would want a big fat new deal. But the $18.5 million roster bonus plus Hunter himself wants a new deal just seems a bit unlikely. So what is your confidence level in the Dallas Cowboys as we sit right now? Scale it for me 1 to 100. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the comments section. Let's talk Jayron Kearse, who is still a free agent. Quiet at this point around him. I would like for that to change. I haven't seen, as we sit here filming this live, anything major at this point around Jayron Kearse, which is kind of disappointing, but I want to bring him back. Kearse stunned me in a good way with how well he played. He and Dan Quinn, that pairing worked. Now, I think Kearse is shopping himself. His value might be lower than what he thinks it should be because it's been a one-year deal. He's never proved himself beyond one season, so I get all of that. I understand it. Got to keep that in mind. So what do you guys think? Will the Cowboys re-sign Jayron Kearse? Type in Y for yes or N for no. Do you think the Cowboys will retain their young-ish, talented breakout player at safety? Get those votes in for me in the comment section right now. Let's talk free agency here as we welcome on producer Jeff as well as he's taking over for Marshall. Take your time, Jeff. You're good. Get organized. And we did a mid-video swap there. You did a fantastic job handling that. I'm going to let the team know that the Cowboys cut is over. We got super chats to get caught up on here. This is the pin poll, by the way. Grade the Cowboys offseason so far. 56% saying F in the chat. They're down bad. Jeff, happy to say your 5 a.m. meeting's been canceled after you cheered against Providence.
Look.
And they won.
Look. South Dakota State was the good pick. They just couldn't hit any shots. They got it down to 3 with a minute left and couldn't get it done.
Sounds like they weren't the good pick then. I did put $20 on Providence to win.
On the bright side, I have a job.
Yes, so that's probably a better win for you in the end. All right, Jeff just came on for the first time all day, so just to kind of get you caught up on what we're doing here. We're trying to be like the Raiders Report, get a little litty. So
that's right.
The last super chat we had was the Randolph Parsons one. We'll whip through those. We'll tell you guys about the we'll go back to the Randolph one. We'll whip through all the super chats, tell you guys about the super chat menu, etc. So let's get going with Randolph Parsons here. Hey, TD, big fan. Just saw Zadarius Smith backed out of the Ravens deal. Any chance to make a run? I am with you for our front office. I'd love to. If you get Zadarius Smith, I feel so much better about where you're at as a team. Like, I feel a lot better about getting him at edge. That is no longer a glaring, massive need for your organization. So, yes, I want to do that. The Cowboys have interest. So, we'll see. Cheers, $5. Green Candle Guy. Dak sucks when serious or focused. Dominates when Wall's out, smiling, joking, having fun, not mental or physical, but emotional problem. I mean, I've seen him pretty serious in the past, like that playoff game.
I think that's cap.
I kind of don't agree with that. I think everyone plays better when they're having fun. So I kind of get what I think you're trying to say, but I don't think he's bad when he's serious. All right, Pool of Z. F for the boys. We won't get anyone for help. Looking like 2020 is a bust year. Yeah, Cowboys fans kind of down bad at this point. Yeah, you're good. Go and get yourself organized there. It's rough. I get it. It's you got all this salary cap space, and you still have not done anything. Your team has gotten worse, and I get that happens sometimes in free agency, but. Come on, man. You got to go do stuff. Do you want to win football games, or is that like not your plan? If it's not your plan, okay. I don't get it. But you talked a big game about being competitive. You got money. Are you really going to roll over $20 million next year? Seriously? I would be livid if that happens. All right, Pug Racer. Then I want to get to our Super Chat menu for today. The O-line is better than what the Bengals had. We need another edge rusher, some receivers, and a safety, and we can compete. We want to win now. Again, that's why it was so frustrating this year. If you had played well in the postseason, you could have won. You could have won the whole damn thing, but you didn't play well. and now everyone's down bad, understandably so. All right, our Super Chat menu, by the way, $5 for a beer cheers for every $5 Super Chat. Cheers. Every $20 Super, shot of Jameson. It's over here. Every 500 likes, of which we are less than 100 away, I'll do a Bailey shot. Every $50 in Supers, I'll do a shot. At this point, it's Bailey, because I am literally 6 shots deep at this point. I'm doing another Bailey shot because we did get to 250 in Supers.
Does MK need to come get you and take you home?
No, it'll be fine. I'm built different. All right. This is for 250 in Supers. And if we get to 1,000 in Supers, we got Das Boot. I will do and fail a boot. All right, Will Marshall, $35 million in cap space. A move has to be coming, right? Feels like everybody else is pushing all in, and we are setting up Sean Payton's place. I mean, I get it. That is a very popular conspiracy theory right now, and maybe it doesn't even border on conspiracy, that they are, and I have accused them of this too, they're setting up for 2023, which the cap's going to skyrocket again next year. You're going to have money. So Will, preach it, brother. I don't get it. William Meehan, please, Dallas, do something, anything, upside down, smiley face. Yeah, I feel your pain. I do. It's not fun. It's not fun right now. David Hernandez, Cowboys would be better off signing Bobby, Fletcher Cox, and re-signing Kearse, and Dallas look to draft for defensive end. Here's my concern. You're picking 24. Your good edge rushers this year. You're not going to get Kayvon Thibodeau. You're not going to get Aiden Hutchinson. There's a very real chance that David Ajabo, George Karlaftis, Trayvon Walker, and even Jermaine Johnson are gone. You could easily see 6 edges in the top 20. And if that's the case, you don't have a round 1 edge now. So are you reaching badly for somebody? Or are you just kind of kicking the can, waiting until round 2, round 3, trading for someone? I would like to have that need not be as bad, because the way everything sets up, I get worried about defensive end for getting that impact player. So, David, I'm all for signing Bobby Wagner, Fletcher Cox, and Jayron Kearse. That makes me feel better. You do all 3 of those things, I'll stop complaining. Cooper Bowman, and then I'm going to need another beer if you get a chance for me, Tyler. And the green beer dye, too, if you don't mind. With Fletcher Cox cut, do we try for that or not? I'd call. What's the worst case? You get said to say no? He says, no, I'm not going to Dallas? Okay. I try for it in the end. Remy Gordon, I'm so disappointed. We could have kept Amari, moved Lyle Collins left guard, signed Zadarius Smith, signed Bobby Wagner, signed Tyron Smith. Yeah. Or sorry, signed Tyron Matthew. You could have. You could have restructured Amari Cooper, saved your $12 million instead of saving $16, moved Collins left guard. That would have cost you $0. And even with all your other moves, you still would have had $25 million in cap space. You could have done it. That's what I keep saying. The cap's fake. Just manipulate the hell out of it. The Saints are out here yeah, we're going to pay Marcus May, and the Rams are signing Allen Robinson, and Dallas is oh no, our pie. They don't know how to do it right.
It's literally not real.
It's not. I mean, it becomes real 5 years from now, but guess what? The cap is doubled by then. So you're oh no, I still got the same money I'm playing with. Just push the money out in the future, and it's like an interest-free loan. Yeah, you got to pay it someday, but 5 years from now, I'm worth double. Oh no, I can pay it off easier. Preach it, brother. Bottoms up. All right, Cowboys champs. Cowboys reserve an F because of Stephen Jones. Thank you. We are getting light on beer here. We're going to crack open another one here as I answer your question. Thank you, Tyler. Cowboys reserve an F because of Stephen Jones. Cat boy. You can sing the cat dog song. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great is what it is. It's annoying. All right, Bust 714. Yeah, I got another drop here. I think we as a fan should be able to donate money, not like 5 D-lines each, like the full fan base to bring a player in that we want. Okay, you're trying to crowdfund an organizational move, which I respect. I'll raise this point too. Fans shouldn't have to do that. These owners are worth billions. They got so much money, they don't even know what to do with it. So I get that. Fans shouldn't have to do it. The Cowboys should just nut up and do it. All right, we got 2 mailbags coming up, and as long as there are supers coming in, we will not start this. But after today's live show wraps up, I should have poured in the drop earlier. That's very foamy. It's very foamy, and the green is all foam. We will stay live on Rumble only. I'm going to put that link in the live chat right now. It's Cowboys After Hours. I wanted to call it After Dark, but I got outvoted. That's okay, though. Cowboys After Hours on Rumble only after today's live show wraps up. We're all caught up on the Super Chats here. So, 2 ways to get on the show. And if any Super Chats come in, I'll still stick with our rules. I'll put this over here for you, Tyler, if they need it back in the main studio. 2 ways to get on. Number 1, use hashtag Cowboys or Super Chat. By the way, Taco Man says, oh, is that green dye? I was like, eye drops in his beer? Yeah, it's green dye. It's Green Beer Day. It looks weird because we have a green screen behind us. So that's why it looks like so weird and not right. But got a nice little Cowboys logo on it. So that's cool. Let me stir this up a little bit more. All right. Again. You want to talk? How Tyler's chiming in here. This is our new hire. How big of a super chat to have you chug an entire beer?
Off the Cowboys glass.
Yeah, off the Cowboys glass.
What do you think?
20?
Okay, yeah.
20? $20 super chat, and Tyler's going to come on here. He's not a Cowboys fan, by the way. I would assume you're not a Cowboys. You're a Chiefs fan?
Yeah.
All right. Why did we hire you again? Yeah, type FTJ, $20 super, and we'll have Tyler come up here and chug a beer out of a Cowboys glass. If you want to shotgun one instead, whatever you're more comfortable with, that works too. And no. All right, so use hashtag Cowboys or Super Chat if you want to jump line to get onto. You've never had green beer? Did you even go to college? I did. All right, if you say so. Aim about 12 minutes max on this, by the way, Jeff. So again, hashtag Cowboys or Super Chat for our mailbag. First up from Ross Karp. Sign Cole Beasley. All right, good start. If he's cheap. I do think the Cowboys overall need a veteran receiver on this roster. The receiver room at this point is very light. You're sitting here with Steve Fehoko as your receiver 3, who I liked coming out of Stanford, but you haven't proven that he's your guy. So, you kind of got to have some more options there as far as I'm concerned. Brandon Romero, would you rather have a 7 to 8 win season and fire Mike than hire Sean Payton, or have an 11 to 13 win season, win a playoff game or 2 and extend Mike? Oh. Cop-out answer here. Which one gets me a title? Whether it's this year, next year, 3 years, whichever one gets me a title first, kind of think it's the Sean Payton one, which I don't like saying, but that's kind of my mindset there. All right, Keith the man, draft Troy Anderson. Can I get him in the 3rd round? I actually really like this linebacker class in the top 100. I'm going to have so many guys top 100, Nakobe Dean, Devin Lloyd, Anderson's among them, Leo Chenal, both of the other Georgia linebackers, Quay Walker, Channing Tindall, Damone Clark. I think Darian Beavers will be in there for me. I'm leading off 3 other guys that I can't remember right now. It's a good linebacker class. So I'm looking round 3. I think there'll be a good one for me. Mr. Payne, 522. The front office is awful. They're looking at good players, then cut or trade them after 2 years. They don't pay more than bottom dollar for free agents. The front office is really poverty. They are great at drafting. Contract talks, trade talks, negotiations with free agents. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. Christopher Bishop, if I tip $5, Tom, I don't want no baby sips. Okay, Just for you, Christopher, I'll do a very large gulp. The point is that I don't drink an entire beer for $5, but I'll do a big-ass sip for you, my friend. Dallas Hector, draft Jameson Williams. I would love it. I want to set up my roster to where I can draft the best player available in round 1. And that might damn well be Jameson Williams. He's a great football player. His production at Alabama this year was insanely good. But he balled out for the Crimson Tide. Now, his value is dipped because of the ACL. But maybe I can get a value. Had he been fully healthy, he'd have been wide receiver 1 or 2. If I can get that guy at 24, I ain't going to be mad at it. I can keep Lamb on the outside, or Lamb at the slot, rotate those guys in a little bit. It gives me speed that I don't really have right now on the roster. I would be all aboard that pick. There are a lot of routes you guys can go in round 1 this year. Who do you guys want to draft in the first round this year? This is the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes, let me know. Drop a name for me in the comment section while the ad plays. Nate Rosario, trade for Dallas Goedert and Baker Mayfield. The Eagles are not trading Dallas Goedert. The Browns say they're not trading Baker Mayfield, but they might in the end. But also for your backup QB, he ain't going to replace Dak. He ain't better than Dak. So if you get him cheap as a backup, sure, but other teams want him starting, so probably not going to happen. Ashley Murphy, which wide receiver would you replace Cooper with? I want to sign a cheaper veteran, whether that's a Juju, a James Washington, I could go for a Cole Beasley, like we mentioned earlier. I could live with that. And I'm going to draft somebody top 100. I am okay with just kind of drafting somebody top 100-ish every other year. There are a lot of good receivers these days. Maybe you can find good players that way if that's a path you want to pursue. Kathleen Callahan, Taco could have been TJ, so just bad picking. It's fair, but TJ Watt wasn't a scheme fit. They wanted a particular style of edge. That's a bit of a red flag there. What are your thoughts on Clowney? I'd be okay with it. I don't know if that's a likely outcome for the Dallas Cowboys. I think that might be better to their price range, but I would call. Then again, I'm a hell of a lot more aggressive than what the Dallas Cowboys have been so far. Now, if you want free Cowboys videos every single day, you have come to the perfect spot. The Cowboys Report is live at least once a week, sometimes more than that, and we got daily videos for you guys. So subscribe right now. All right, taking Teos. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm terribly sorry. Teos, that makes a lot more sense. I'm going to blame it on the alcohol. Should we make a push for Bobby Wagner and Safari is Smith? I feel like we're doing voice to text that went awry, which is totally fine. I do it all the time, too. So does my grandpa. God love him. Not to cause any major holes, so I can be a little bit more even. In the end, Bobby Wagner, Zadarius Smith, I'll sign right now. Like, where do I go to get that done? I think Zadarius and Bobby Wagner, I feel so much better about this team being good in 2022. We'll save Aaron Stanley's super chat here for a little bit. There's no question that's part of our live drinking games here. From Demetrius Seymour, is Josh Ball our future left tackle or draft a player? I don't know. It's a great question. He could be a left tackle option for you. He also has, I'm told, strength issues. Shout out Brian Broaddus. So he didn't play at all. You got no idea in reality what Josh Ball is for you. So you can't assume because we know what happens when you assume. Remy Gordon, is it true we have a shot at signing Zadarius Smith? Heard he backed out of the Ravens deal. So, yes, Remy, Zadarius Smith, who the Cowboys had interest in, talked about, discussions, due diligence. He had agreed to a deal with the Ravens. 4 years, $35 million, up to $50. Backed out of it. I'd give him the exact same deal. That is less than what the Broncos paid Randy Gregory. And Zadarius Smith had more sacks in 2020 because he missed 2021 with an injury, which you Got to vet that. Injury red flag. That's all fair. But he had more sacks in 2020 than any 2 years of Randy Gregory combined. And I can get him for less. I'm in. I want Zadarius Smith real bad right now in Dallas. If you want to make some money betting on sports, go do it with BetUS. Chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Cowboys125 for 125% deposit bonus. $100 down, boom, 125 for free. That way, if you bet 20 on Providence, like your boy did on Thursday morning, and you get it right, boom, extra money to play with. If you get it wrong, you still got that deposit bonus. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code Cowboys125. TKG, what do you want us to do in free agency, and what do you think we will do in free agency? What I want them to do is sign Bobby Wagner, re-sign Jayron Kearse, sign Zadarius Smith, sign a cheap guard and a cheap receiver. What do I think they'll do? Sign a cheap edge, re-sign Dorance Armstrong, sign a cheap linebacker, add James Washington and Johnny Hecker, and then roll over $20 million in cap space. That's what I think they're going to do. Jason Renfro, sign Jarvis Landry. Again, you do something, I'll feel fine with it at this point. But I don't think Landry's got that much left in the tank. 1-year deal, $2 or $3 million. Let's ride. More than that, long-term deal. He wasn't great last year for Cleveland. QB a factor there, make no mistake. Slot only, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I'd like to go a little bit cheap in the end. From Roger, Santa Claus, nice. Is it possible Jerry is doing this to make it hard for Mike McCarthy to win, to fire him and bring in Sean Payton next year? This is like a very common theory out there. And it makes sense, like logically, right? Like, you were the best team by a massive margin in the NFC East last year. You're the betting favorite there this year. You get in the playoffs and crazy shit can happen. You played bad in the postseason. I get that. The salary cap's going to keep going up. And you are seemingly like not invested in right now. And you've got the coach you've been linked to for so long out there. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory, but it makes some sense, doesn't it? The Lunatic, how much input or lack of input you think Dak had on Amari Cooper and Schultz decisions? Dak himself has described this as he is happy to offer input when asked, but he's not going to go out of his way Aaron Rodgers style to like make a big fuss about particular moves. Allegedly, per Newy Scruggs here in Dallas, Dak was the one recruiting Von Miller, and Dallas never made an offer. Is that true? I don't know. If it is, I'm down bad. From Ricky Winters, what's the biggest need right now? Edge 2 is a big one. Safety 1/2 is a big need. One of those guys, depending on how you feel about Malik Hooker and Donovan Wilson. Left guard is probably your other major need at this point. Speaking of needs, good job there, Jeff. What's the biggest need the Cowboys have right now? And I'll throw in a comment. You can't say ownership. Got to be positional need. I'm going to make it tough on you guys. I see you, Brandon Edwards. You're right, but you got to put a positional need in there. Let me know in the comments right now. From Bruce Scott the Juice, we aren't looking at Stephen Jones's bigger picture. He wants to win the Cap Super Bowl. There was a big fuss raised about like, oh, the Cowboys have no money for 2023. They're going to be out. As I sit here filming this, the Cowboys have like $20 million in cap space next year, and that includes a normal rise in cap space. And no rollover. They're going to be fine. All right, Brandon Romero. We actually answered this one earlier, so I'll mention it quickly. Sean Payton, I guess. It's a tough one there. TKG as well. I think we had enough questions here. It's all good, Jeff. Appreciate it. There was some super chats we want to get to here as well as we'll call that for the mailbag. We'll end on that other question that we had just 2 ago. All right, I owe some beer cheers. There was the $20 super chat. So do you want to do the shotgun or the glass?
I'll do the glass.
You want to do the glass? Yeah, go grab the green. There you go. Tyler's going to do it for Aaron Stanley. $20. Says chug it. Jeff, what will you do for $20? I'm going to do shots if it's really
I'll
for me.
definitely get into some shots.
All right, we can do some more shots here because we actually owe a shot.
Okay, let's do it.
So do you want the Jameson or Fireball?
JMO.
JMO? Nice. Do you want to share one that was used by somebody
That's
else?
fine.
Okay. I'll give you James's. A little bit of Jameson here. All you'll need is one drop, by the way. This is we went full screen. Good job. Oh no, push the full screen. Push the full screen. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We're getting litty here on the Cowboys Report. There's your shot of Jameson.
Cowboy Nation, what's up?
This is Jeff. Oh, you're wearing green. What are you doing?
This is green. It's St. Patrick's Day, so you got to wear green.
But we got a green screen. You can't wear green.
It actually looks kind of fresh.
Everyone type L on the. I mean, it actually kind of works.
It looks kind of fresh.
It kind of works, but you can type in L anyway.
Go Cowboys, ours.
Bottoms up.
Super.
Ryan, I see your super chat. I'll do a shot here too.
Woo!
Goes down smooth, don't it, Jeff?
Yep.
And we got Tyler coming up here in a minute. Here, I got a stir for you as well. There you go. Now, Tyler, was it your first or second day? You did the second day. Tyler here manned up and did a fantastic Das Boot. Okay, so this is like at this point, this is basically a knockoff Boilermaker. That's what this is. And this is not working for the ice.
Got it.
Yeah, it'll work, I guess, there. All right, this is for Ryan Morris's super chat. Bottoms up, Ryan. Woo! All right, you ready to go?
Yeah, good.
Come on up. This is Tyler Jones, everyone. He's going to do some Instagramming real quick.
Yes.
There you go.
There we go.
Cowboys glass. Pound that shit.
Looks delicious.
There you go.
I've never felt more Irish before.
There you go.
Here we go.
Everyone type chug in the comment section.
3, 2, 1.
You timing this, Jeff? You can pretend to time it. It's fine. There you go. Attaboy, Tyler. Good shit. Attaboy. Attaboy. Good stuff, Tyler. Hey, attaboy. All right, let's get caught up on these super chats here. Ryan Morris had the $20 that I did the shot for. I got you, boys. That was a baby shot. I filled it up all the way. A little bit of Bailey's left in there, but it was all the way up.
Mine was not a baby shot.
Yours was not a baby shot either there. All right. Other super chats that came in. I want to get to we got Aaron Stanley's. We got to get the Christopher Van Brockel one, and then this one from Dan F. Would you have interest in a cheap Solomon Thomas, then let Dorance Armstrong prove it's his defensive end spot to keep? I feel like you still need an edge at that point. Like, I loved Solomon Thomas coming out of Stanford. It's an L for me. He wasn't great for the Raiders. I'm never going to say no to a cheap signing because I can cut him if I don't like them in camp and whatnot. But I don't know if that actually solidifies my issues at edge. So I think I still need help there in the end. So cheers, Dan. Christopher Van Brockel, $10. Okay. Big chug here. There we go. All right. Our super chat menu. $5 green beer cheers. I went to Miami University up in Oxford, Ohio. We had green beer day every year. And the school hated it, by the way. Like, they did not like it because the students all skipped class and got hammered.
So my fraternity was founded at Miami, Ohio.
Which frat were you?
Phi Kappa Tau.
Okay.
And our Founders Day is today.
Because it's St.
Yeah,
Patrick's Day.
exactly.
There you go. Yeah. The school eventually realized, what if, because it used to be on St. Patrick's Day. And the school was like, spring break is now on St. Patrick's Day. And then the students were like, okay, green beer day is the Thursday before St. Patrick's Day. I got some wild stories from like you don't sleep. It was something. I remember my statute of limitations, senior year or freshman year. It's like 8 o'clock at night on Green Beer Day, and there's like 5 of us in our dorm room drinking, and my RA comes in and he goes, "Can you guys be any more obvious?" And my roommate goes, "Yes, we can be," and he goes, "Good point," and walks away.
I love that.
And did not care at that point. So I love me some green beer. Me and my wife went up there like 2 years ago to go back for Green Beer Day.
Dude,
just
green beer is awesome.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's great. It's fun there in the end. Again, $20 shot. Back to the Jameson. We did kind of a number on that. Nice. Oh, God, if we finished the entire bottle, I'd be so proud of us. Every 500 likes, we just got there. Right on cue. Bailey's shot coming up right now. A little bit lighter for me, thank goodness. But I love Bailey's. People put that in coffee. I don't drink coffee, but I'll put it.
We do have some Guinness for an Irish. I can't say that anymore. That's politically incorrect.
The Irish whatchamacallit thing. You guys know what we're talking about. We don't want to get censored by YouTube. We'll tell you what it is on Rumble. How about that? 500 likes there. God, I love Bailey's. Every 500 in supers, it's shot time. I can't remember if I do one for 300 or 350. I'm just going to pretend I owe another one. It's Bailey's. Bailey's goes down smooth. Bailey's is barely a shot. There we go. Bailey's is good. But to answer your question, I don't like Guinness that much, which is weird because I love Jameson. I love Bailey's. I'm not a Guinness guy.
Dude,
it's just not my
Guinness.
thing.
It's so good.
My wife makes a great Guinness stew pie.
Ooh, yeah, that would be nice.
But I don't like actual Guinness, as weird as that might sound. So, if you get to 1,000 in supers, long way to go. We'll bust out the boot, and I'll do one of those. All right. Let's get to these super chats here from Lone Wolf. We had 2 of those here back to back. Let's hit those here. What did I miss? Had to mute the live stream to take a work call. It's all good, Lone Wolf. I know that people have work and jobs, which they can't get hammered at. Jealous? I know you are. I'm kidding. I'll tell you what. We just put out what you missed, actually. Our breakdown of the latest Cowboys news and rumors and stuff. It's on the channel. So if you guys want to check that out, feel free. But it's fun, I think. So check it out there. Now, I got to check this. Hold on. Where did I put it? Type me in the comments if you want to make me the new Dallas Cowboys. Or type Tom. Type me as in like my name. Yeah, dumb. We did on Tuesdays. Days run together here. On Tuesday's live show, producer Sam, put together a change.org petition to make me the new owner. I'll keep spamming it in the live chat here as well. It has 216 likes to make me the new owner. All that for a shit post. So I'm going to keep spamming it. Sam had a nice little description there. It was all great. It's fun times. What up, Marsh? You good? What's up? I'll tell him. Yeah. Shout out time here. Kevin Cobb, Harmon, Alonzo, AGZ, D-Goat. Jennifer, can I get the rumbling again? I got you, Jennifer, one more time in the change.org. And we will put that Rumble link in there in a little bit. The link I just put in there takes you to the actual live free agency stream for today. MG Daniel 515 is in there. I see you in there, my brother. I agree with all 3 of your comments right now on Juju, Amari, and linebackers. You mentioned one, Chad Muma. That's another guy I forgot about there. So thank you, MG. I'm sure you're still in there. After today's live show wraps up, we're going to head over to Rumble for a bonus segment, and I'll drink a little bit more, and I can drop F-bombs, and they don't care, which is nice because even the producers don't like it. Gary says, I got to sober up to play owner. Bet. $20 super chat, though, just came in from Jacob. Says, how many shots? Tyler, have you been doing math for me, by the way? How many shots deep am I at this point?
You're at 3 or 4.
That's of Jameson?
Combined.
It's definitely more than that.
Okay.
I think it's at least 4 of Jameson and at least 5 of Bailey's. Again, I'm feeling okay. All right, Stephen Jones, $20. Bottoms up. Again, there's some leftover Baileys in there, but you know, it really is like all Jameson. So, what's up, James?
Oh, I was saying,
You can keep on up here.
The folks at Rumble are saying, hey, what about us? Mitch is now 200 followers on Rumble, higher than you guys.
200 more on Rumble?
So you're at 3.5, so I think you need to do a big push, or we're just cutting it on YouTube now. We're just cutting it.
You're going to cut it on YouTube and don't get followers on Rumble? All right. We're getting our asses kicked on Rumble. Is Giant still ahead of us? What an embarrassment. Go follow us on Rumble, at least just so we don't get our asses kicked. Cowboys can't win in free agency. We can at least win on Rumble. Rumble.com/CowboysTV. Double the Giants? Their QB is Daniel Jones. Yikes. I heard that, Marshall. I'm going to say something mean once we get to Rumble only. Rumble.com/CowboysTV. I got a banger clap back, but I can't sing it on YouTube because of censorship. Rumble.com/CowboysTV. Let's hit those 2 supers from Jacob and Lone Wolf, since those aren't really questions at all. Jacob, are the Cowboys secretly turning into the real poverty franchise? Sometimes I wonder when I clap on Twitter against the Commanders, the commies, I go, yeah, but Dallas also did all this stuff. But then, like, Carson Wentz comes out in a mustard and ketchup suit, and I go, ha ha ha, ha, it's fine.
I
Whatever.
promise the commies are still the poverty franchise.
They are the poverty franchise. It will always be Washington. Always. Until someone else becomes owner. Lone Wolf, I'm not jealous. I make apps for work. I can absolutely drink and do it. LOL. I like you, Lone Wolf. Bottoms up, my friend. All right, let's get to... We got to 10 from Eric here. Want to do a shot, Tyler, for the 10?
Sure.
Jameson or Bailey's?
Okay.
No idea which one was yours.
Well, this one was mine.
That's the Fireball. Do you want to go get your own shot glass? Because Oh, no, wait. No, this is yours. This is yours. So, what are you doing? Jameson or Bailey's? Jameson? Nice. Come on up here, then. Eric, giving you another extra... we got to 400, so we'll split it. I'll do Bailey's, so we'll do Jameson here. You want a shot, too? All right. Bailey's or Jameson? Bailey's? That's probably for the best. You have to produce, after all. Ooh. Little slippery on that side there.
Okay. Let's ride.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. That's good stuff.
This one's for you, Randy Gregory.
Patty's Day.
He's dead to us.
Go Cowboys, go Stars.
Bottoms up. Green shirt wearing guy.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
My wife's like, you got to get home early because I got to pack to go out of town. I'm like, yeah, sorry. Sorry about that one. All right, back to Eric's question here. Von Miller for 3 years, T.O. for 1 year for the slot position, Baker for 2 years to back up Dak if he doesn't live up, and please, love of God, trades. The Pittsburgh game was his best. All right. In order here. Vaughn for 3. It would have been 3 years, $53 million for Vaughn. I'd have done it. $353. That is the Chandler Jones deal, though. Would you have done it for Chandler Jones?
Yes, probably. And I guess he's probably about the same as Jones, right?
He is, if not a little bit better.
The thing that makes me pause on Vaughn's deal, is the 6-year deal, is that he's not playing 6 years.
No, but it's fake 6 years.
Yeah.
It's a fake deal. They can get out of it.
Yeah.
Really easily. So
Yeah, I might have done that.
the splashy number confuses people, which is why the agent sent it out. Not that big of a deal in the end. T.O. for 1 year. For 1 year. Don't get your hopes up. Baker for 2 years to back up Dak. If I can get him cheap, for cheap, sure. I don't know if Baker can handle being a backup. He couldn't at Tech. So I was hyped about Baker this year, and he was my QB1 coming out. That guy needs an attitude adjustment, I think.
As a Texas fan, F Baker.
Okay, well you're biased. Is what it is. As for trading Zeke, Eric, no one wants that contract. No one's paying him $13 million this year. I wish it would. But by the way, I do want to make this point clear. It's not one bad contract killing the Cowboys. The Saints are paying Taysom Hill how much a year? And they're like, Marcus May, Deshaun Watson, we got the money. Like they don't give a flying F. Like one bad contract does not kill the Cowboys. All right. Mailbag number 2. Yeah, let me clear out some excess gas in there. 2 ways to get on the show. #Cowboys or Super Chat. Those are your 2 paths to getting on here on the Cowboys Report. So get your questions in, your Super Chats in, and we'll break it down here live on the Dallas Cowboys Report. Our first question from Daniel Moriarty, my boy. The Cowboys signed Matthew, Wagner, and Clowney and re-signed Kearse. Is the defense a little bit better than last year's defense? On paper, yes. Is it prone to regression? Also, yes. Defense is often, there's a direct correlation to the caliber of offense you play to how good your defense is, up and down. So, do I feel good about that defense if you make those 4 moves? Hell yeah, I do. Could they regress from top 5 to top 10? Yeah. Does that bother me that much? No. You still have a good enough defense to make some major noise. Robert Gonzalez, why are we clearing this cap space and making no moves? I kind of subscribe to the theory of the Cowboys are setting themselves up for 2023 and beyond. You're clearing off Lyle Collins' money, Amari Cooper's money, you redid Tank Lawrence's deal. Those are 3 of your biggest contracts on the book. And next year, if you want to, barring more restructures, you can dump Tyron Smith. You can dump Dak Prescott. Your only big contracts right now on the books for 2023 are Dak Prescott, kind of, sort of, DeMarcus Lawrence, Michael Gallup, and that's kind of it. Like, all of a sudden, your big contracts dwindle significantly. Zach Martin, also one of those guys, but that's it. And, like, Dak's number's high, so just restructure him and bring it way down, like you should be doing, like a smart team. So, kind of feels like 2023 right now. Like, right now, you've got over $10 million for 2023. Ready? Dak, bring it down. It'll still be over 10, but you'll be fine. Zeke Elliott could cut him. Tyron Smith could cut him. Tank Lawrence, Zach Martin, Michael Gallup. That's it. Your big money contracts really fall off next year with several potential cuts coming too. From Susan B. Anthony. So Terrence Steele starting now. Tyler and Jeff liked that one. That wasn't even a good joke. I don't know why you guys laughed at it. Is Terrence Steele starting now? Yeah, he is. He's your new right tackle. Lyle Collins, he gone. They didn't want him anymore. So they're going to cut him and free up his large cap hit. They save I think it's $8 million this year and about $8 million next year. That's a lot of money you just saved by cutting Lyle Collins for a player that the organization was clearly out on. Would I have moved him to left guard? Maybe, because I think you're fine at left tackle when healthy. Right guard, right tackle. Ooh, left guard, center. When your QB feels a lot better, as like all the QBs do, when there isn't directly pressure in their face. Ooh, that's not a great situation right now. So be honest with me. Rate the Cowboys offensive line 1 to 100. I'm going to make this the pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there, scale it 1 to 100, like kind of Madden-style rating, or maybe PFF works as well. How do you rate this Dallas Cowboys offensive line? For Voken, who I believe has DM'd me on Twitter, get Wagner or Clowney. They'd be a good pickup, and get a Jabo in the draft. All right. Wagner, I'm all for. Clowney or I'm all for. I like David Ajabo. I will make note, I get a little spooked. It's the Caleb Chasen thing, where I see what he can be. Like, upside-wise, if you told me David Ajabo is a top 2 edge from this year's class, I'd go, yeah, I see it. Like, for a one-year football player in reality, his moves are so friggin' advanced, it's insane. It's that he's bad against the run, and I don't know how good he actually bends. But at 24, let's ride. I am in. Ignore the helmet. He plays so differently than Taco Charlton does. At 24, I would do it. From Andrew Summers, how about signing Matthew Ioannidis, the Washington Commanders, the guy they just cut? So I got into a Twitter feud on this too. Listed as a defensive end. It's not what he plays. For the Cowboys, he'd be a 3 technique. At his best, he was a 3-4 defensive end. Now, remember, 3-4, 4-3, it doesn't matter all that much at this stage in the NFL. If you were to sign him, he would be a new 3 technique. Could you put him as like a 5 technique defensive end with Micah Parsons to the right of him or left of him on the outside in your base packages? Hell yeah, you could. I would be all for Matthew Ioannidis being brought into the organization. I'd feel a lot better about my interior pressure if you added him. So to answer your question, Andrew, hell yeah, let's ride. Today's show is powered by BetUS. Head over to chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code Cowboys125 for 125% deposit bonus. Be like me. Bet on the NFL. I do every week. I do a 5-team parlay against the spread. Hit one of those each year, and you're breaking even. Hit 2 of them, like your boy, and you're doubling your money. Bet $20 on Providence to stick it to producer Jeff, and you're feeling great. 125% deposit bonus. That was a Thursday bet, by the way, for Providence. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code Cowboys125. From Brett, we act like we're going to do anything for 2023. I'm scared about Stephen Jones. I really am. Like, his philosophy is the antithesis of Stephen Jones. Stephen was from Jerry Jones. Jerry was ultra aggressive. Charles Haley, Deion Sanders, Stephen would never. And maybe we can have a conversation about second generational wealth if we want to at some point, about like the psychological impact of that, but he doesn't want to spend. Stephen Jones strikes me as the guy, and this is going to border on slander or libel, whichever one it was, but whatever. Stephen Jones is the guy to complain about on Twitter. The NFL players are getting so much money. What about our teachers? Like that's who Stephen Jones is. That's who he is. He doesn't want to pay big money in the open market. Oh, he's sitting there on billions of dollars from his daddy. He might have to cut that out of the cut. I'm gonna leave it in. Fuck it. That's 5 Jameson shots, 8 whatever it is Bailey shots deep, Tom, for you. David Hernandez signed Bobby Wagner, Fletcher Cox, Jayron Kearse, Clowney on a 1-year deal. You can do it. You have the money available. The whatever, $6 million man. We have the technology. We can do it. You can do it if you want to. They don't want to, and that's what makes it so damned frustrating. Never wrestle alone. Is Jabril Wait a minute. Phrasing? Is Jabril Cox ready to start? Maybe. Here's the way I would approach Jabril overall. Didn't play much, 2 tackles, right? I want him, and this is me being based on my priors, pre-draft, etc. I want to make Jabril Cox my weak side starting linebacker. I want him in that role. I don't know if you can trust him. So here's what I would do. I would sign a starting caliber-ish edge. I would sign a starting caliber-ish linebacker. That way, if Jabril Cox is bad, it's okay. I can play Micah there part-time for a year. If Jabril Cox is great, that's okay. I can put Micah more as a full-time edge for a team that loves to rotate their edges anyway. I'm kind of CYA, covering your ass a little bit there with how you utilize Jabril Cox. Also phrasing. But I want to believe in him. He's not great run support. He can cover. I want to unleash Jabril Cox. There's another dirtier way I can say that, but I'm not going to today. I want to make Jabril Cox a big part of my defense moving forward. Who is your favorite player, then, on the Dallas Cowboys? Is it Dallas Cowboys? Is it Jabril Cox? Micah Parsons? Tony Pollard? Dak Prescott? What is it? Who is your favorite player on the Dallas Cowboys? Let me know right now in the comments. While you're down there, by the way, make sure you guys are subscribed. YouTube.com/CowboysTV. If you're looking for more Cowboys news, trust me, we've got you guys covered right here on the Dallas Cowboys Report. So if you haven't already, go subscribe. YouTube.com/CowboysTV. Brandon Edwards. I thought people were supposed to get wiser with age, but Steven and Jerry get dumber. I blame Steven. Jerry, this is just my theory. No sourcing. I want to make that clear. I'm not a reporter anyway. Jerry didn't want to go Al Davis. He didn't want to be weird guy making weird roster moves at the end. He wanted to give it over to the next regime. That's Steven. And I don't think he runs it very well. Nate Morrison, any way you see us getting Jesse Bates? I would love Jesse Bates. To answer your question, Nate, no. Franchise tag guy, just not going to happen in the end. Parks House 2174. Can the Cowboys steal Zadarius Smith now that they know what they have to offer? I would love to. You get Zadarius Smith, and I feel so good about the edge group. You can ignore it in the draft. You can focus on offensive line. You can focus on linebacker, receiver, etc. I would love to add Zadarius Smith to this team. If you have not already, please subscribe. YouTube.com/CowboysTV for more Cowboys news and rumors with everything going on around America's team. Jeff, I saw that Boss James walked in here. What's going on? Unmute yourself. What are we doing here for the Cowboys Report versus Rumble?
So what I've been told is that we're going to go over to Rumble, but we got to wait because people need to get over there.
Okay.
So we're going to wait here a little bit, hang out, and wait for people to get over to Rumble before we go get started over there.
I'm going to put the Rumble live link in the comments. I'm also told, this is what was told me beforehand, so I'm going to stick with it since I am not sober. As long as there are super chats coming in, absolutely, we will not jump over to Rumble.
We're not going to leave.
I would love to get that weigh-in 3 if you want to tell Jack to go do it, that he mentioned it in our messaging here. Rumble only for the last segment. We'll break down the overall roster for Dallas. I'm gonna tell Marshall to F off. It was in, he mentioned it in production, whatever it was Sam mentioned it, the super chat like battle. So have him do that for me. We got Duke Bothers and Dirty Old Man 66. What a username. We'll get to those super chats here momentarily. I am going to push this out, by the way, as we get set up here. Rumble After Hours getting going momentarily. I'm going to tweet that out from all my accounts. just real quick here. And I'm going to put it on Facebook as well. We play my favorite game, Jeff. Did Facebook log me out today?
I'm going to go yes.
It did.
Yes, because it always does.
Fuck Facebook, man. I hate Facebook so much. What's my password? It's also like just constantly prompting me to log in. All right, give me a second here, Jeff. What comments we got going in here? Let's get a driver built up here.
Cool. Let's do it. We have a super chat here.
What's it say?
So it's from Duke Brothers, and it says, I feel like we did to Amari Cooper the same thing we did to Byron Jones. The money was there. The Cowboys just didn't want to pay him. Am I wrong?
No, you're not, Duke. I owe you beer cheers for that, by the way. To answer your question, yeah, the Cowboys decided they weren't going to pay him. This is how contracts often work, too often in the NFL. If they don't want to pay you, they will find an excuse to not pay you. They will not throw you the football and say, well, you're getting paid this amount of money, but you didn't produce. But you're like, I didn't get targeted. So I get where you're coming from as I get logged into Facebook here. Not sober enough for this. Like, is what it is. Like, it's pretty rough there. All right, Super Chat battle. We're at 4-11 now. So I owe another Jameson shot, or another Bailey shot. Let's be real here. I can't do more Jameson. We're getting our asses kicked by the Raiders report, which, like, that fan base, they embarrass us every time. Like, just over and over again. It's disappointing in the end. It sucks. But we did bats 400. Bailey shot, all you can tell. That is all the way up. That's filled to the brim. I didn't spill. I'm not that drunk. I do love Baileys. All right. That is the Super Chat battle, the like battle. Oh, that's embarrassing. We're last. Ignore the money sign. That's weird. If we get to 1,000 likes right now, I promise you guys, I will do another shot of Jameson. Right now. We got 700 people watching live right now. If we get to 1,000 likes in the next 5 minutes, 3 minutes there, I promise you guys, I will do it. I might do a full-on poll of the Jameson. So we're going to get some time. Like the video right now. I want to get to a comment for you guys here as, what's the news here? Oh, Cowboys legend, Damian Wilson to Carolina. Whatever. Name a player you guys think the Cowboys should sign. I'm looking into your comment, RCA. I'm looking into it. Oh, I see it. I see it. RCA. I see it. I see what you are referring to. Taken care of. Problem done. Don't worry. I got you. I see what you're referring to. I ain't never gonna stand for that bullshit. All right. Player you want the Cowboys sign, Super Chats now. All right. Dirty Old Man 66 Gaming. Whatever your kink is, it's fine. How about J.C. Treader? I'm in. I think he's an upgrade over Tyler Biadasz. And what if he did a 1-year, $6 million deal for Treader, and then kept Biadasz and gave him some more time to grow and develop? And if that fails, then like next year you go, cool, we're going to find the new center. Like, I would be all for that particular move. Danielle, $5, bottoms up. Any confidence in Quinton Bohanna or Chauncey Golston in the future? I mean, a little bit. I think here's the problem. I think they've got ceilings. Like, Bohanna is maybe your low-end Antoine Woods caliber nose guard. Like, he can start. I didn't think he was that good this year. Like, I thought he was middling. Like, they benched him in for the playoff game. Like, I don't know if they trust him to be their nose guard of the future. So, like, Fatty's only, ride forever, but he should not stop you from upgrading. Chauncey Golston, I think, can be a really good edge 3 for you. Like, he can play inside, play outside, be a nice rotation piece. I don't see him developing into like a full-on like edge 2. There's your other starter. Kind of feels like just a really good depth piece for you. So for where they were drafted, I actually didn't mind their value. I was a bit higher on Golston than most people, and I like Bohanna, but I don't think those guys like make you go, we're fine at edge, we're fine at DT. If they are, I kind of question what they're doing a little bit. So, Donnell, it's a good question. Thank you. TD Lamb, what would you trade for Danielle Hunter? So I kind of think that Danielle Hunter is kind of in the Amari Cooper range. Like, I don't think there's that much interest in Hunter right now. And I think he'd be eminently affordable at this point. Like, you'd be able to get him for a late day 3 pick. I think Minnesota is open to outright dumping him. So because of that, call. Like, I think the issue here is this. Hunter wants a new contract. He's got a roster bonus this year and like do nothing next year. He ain't gonna play on that. That's not how it works. So because of that, I would have interest. I would happily pay him big time money. It's not how Catboy operates in the end. All right, hold on. I see some weird shit going on in the comments here. All right, I see him. I see him, guys. Hold on, let me find him. All right, I got him. He's gone. We'll see ya. I got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the racist. He's out of here. Please let me know in the comments if you see more. Like there's a lot going on. We're live on 3 different channels right now. We're like an 10-man staff at this point. So if you see shit, like just yell at them. Eventually someone will see it here. So we got him. Don't worry. You know who I'm talking about if you're in the live chat. We got him. I will not stand for that. I will not. Absolutely not. All right. Unless we get more super chats, I am told we're going to end the live show right now here on YouTube, and we'll keep it live on Rumble. I'm going to keep spamming that link in the comment section. I see one from Texan Football. We'll get to that one. As long as the supers are coming in, we'll stay live on YouTube. In the meantime, we're going to kick it over to Rumble. I'll put that link in there. We're going to break down the entire Cowboys roster over there. So go follow us since our asses are getting kicked on Rumble by the Raiders and the Giants. Good Lord. What an embarrassment. All right, Texan Football 96. So close to being nice. Is Stephen Jones setting McCarthy for a bad season to get Sean Payton? Maybe. It makes sense, right? You're not going all in when you have a youngish franchise QB, a bad division. The Cowboys are the heavy betting favorites, even after they've only gotten worse this year. It's weird, right? Like, I would go all in. Like, I would be aggressive. I would sign Bobby Wagner. I'd re-sign Jayron Kearse. I would sign Zadarius Smith, all of which I can do with the current Cowboys cap space. And they just will not do so in the end. Like, it annoys me. It is so annoying here in the end. Super chat from David Hernandez, by the way. Ooh. okay, I actually go. Okay, I see what I read the first half and was like, oh no, and then I read the second half. I'm like, okay, I get what you're going for there. At this point, sign Dez and get Jalen Smith back since Dallas likes to lose. By the way, I think Dallas moved in the draft. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I mean the first half. Had me in the first half. I ain't gonna lie. It's funny. This isn't a cut, so I can say it, and like 100 people, 1,000 people will know it. Dez is cooked. He ain't coming back. It's not gonna happen. You don't want Jalen. The shit I've heard over Jalen Smith, you guys don't want him. No. You don't want a guy that was bitching about playing time and falling asleep in meetings. No. You don't want that guy no more. No. Guy cared more about his brand than his on-field play. Loved him out of Notre Dame. Thought he was going to be elite. Loved the signing. I will own that L. You don't want him anymore. Move on. Find a new slant. It's fine. All right. Grade the Cowboys signing. We'll give it to 4:40 Central Time. It's already 4:40. 5:40 Eastern Time. Then we're going to end the YouTube stream and kick it over to Rumble. Rumble only, and I'm going to drop so many F-bombs. I can't wait. What's up, Jeff?
Over under 10.5.
Under. Not that many. I'm going to tell Marshall to F off. I don't know what he's doing.
Well, it's his fault.
But I promised him I would do it. I promised him. As C's Frog coming in. $5 super. In advance on that one, my friend. As Cowboys legend Christian Covington back with the Chargers. C's Frog. Ooh, look at all these. All right. Cordero Patterson, Derek Barnett, Deontay Jackson, Matt Ioannidis, Bradley Bozeman, Trent Brown, Jayron Kearse. All right, in order. Patterson, I think he says no. Organizationally, you're going to play Zeke. So that makes him RB3, receiver 3. He's going to say no. Derek Barnett, I'm down. Deontay Jackson, actually kind of good in Carolina. I forgot about him, to be honest. Under the radar guy. Is he better than Kelvin Joseph, Anthony Brown? Maybe. But if he's cheap, sure. Matt Ioannidis, I am in. Bradley Bozeman, if you want to run a gap power scheme, I am in. Trent Brown, see previous. Jayron Kearse, hell yeah, let's ride. So here's the main point though, my friend. You can do that. Like Patterson, Barnett, Ioannidis, Bozeman, Brown, Kearse, probably Jackson too. Those guys aren't that expensive. You could absolutely do that. You could pay those guys $3 to $5 million each on the salary cap and afford them. Like that's not that hard. You could do it. Catboy would never though. So again, the pin poll on today's live show. We'll give you guys another 2-ish minutes here before we kick it over to only Rumble, which means just cut the YouTube and we'll be on Rumble. We'll hang out for a little bit, give you guys a chance to come over here. A, B, C, D, or F. Man, we're down bad, Jeff. 55% say F.
I mean, are they wrong?
No.
It's a complete failure of an offseason.
All right. I see it. Hold on. TC915, X-Dog. Let me find it. Hold on. All right. Yep. He gone. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another one. Like, I don't ask for much. Just be a normal human. That's all I ask for. Like, we can disagree on any player. You can call me a moron. I don't give a shit. Like, just don't be racist. It's all I ask for on this channel. It's all I ask for. Like Shadow, Rex Foster, MG Daniels. Like, you guys are cool. I see you on Rumble already. Thank you. But, like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Like, why? Like, TC says ignorant people. It's not ignorant, though. It's not passive aggressive. It's active aggressive. Like, you are choosing actively to be a shitty person. I don't get it. I know we missed some, and I'm sorry. It happens when we've got a lot of shit going on. I'm sorry. But, like, YouTube sometimes blocks it. Sometimes they don't. But be nice to each other, man. That's all I ask for. That's it. Like, there's like 20 people blocked on this channel, and it's all for the same shit. Like, they're just super racist. Like, that's just, maybe you're right, Harmon. Maybe it's for attention. They're just going to get blocked. So, all right. Grade the Cowboys free agency. David says, or Tuck, Matt says, you sound different live. Yeah, I'm also not sober, so that's a big factor there. All right, give you guys a minute timer. Any super chat that comes in will stay live. All right, I'm blocking another guy. Actually, I'm just gonna ban him. He was going real messed up. You guys need Jesus, man. Or whatever denominational God you choose to go with. Like, find something in your life to give you happiness, because you are a sad person. Grade the Cowboys free agency so far. A, B, C, D, or F. Any more supers, we'll break it down. Otherwise, we're going to go to Rumble only here. Jonathan says it's his 23rd birthday. Do a shot of Jameson. How about Jack Daniels? Or not Jack Daniels. How about Bailey's? Yeah, that's fair. Jeff, did you do 21 shots on your 21st birthday? I got it. Unmute yourself. And Tyler, I want to hear your answer too, which is whatever you say, it's fine.
I got to 17, and I could not do one more because I knew I was going to puke. I didn't puke, but I got to 17, and that was it.
So you're soft.
I'm soft. I'll admit it.
Tyler Jones, our newest hire, one of our latest hires here at Chat Sports. Did you do 21 shots on your 21st birthday? Or 21 drinks on your 21st birthday?
I did not. That's one of my biggest regrets.
He says he did not, and it's one of his biggest regrets in life. Bottoms up, your boy did. Did I puke that night? Absolutely. Damn right I did.
All right. That's a minute.
I did it right, by the way. I started at 6 a.m. No,
that's not fair.
That definitely counts. I started at 6 a.m. that day. That counts.
So you spaced it out. That's bullshit.
I got 24 hours, dude.
Oh.
That's not bullshit.
I started at midnight, went to 2 a.m. till the bars closed, and that was it. I couldn't do it.
Oh, started at midnight. I started 6 hours later than you.
You had 18 hours.
No. 6 a.m. that morning. So you started at midnight that night. You had 24 hours. You had more time.
Fair enough.
That's just math, my guy.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
I'm not a math major. That's why I produce sports.
It's fair. It's not your math major there. All right, we got some more super chats here. Austin, Brett, and TD Lamb. All right, Jesus Christ. There's more racists. Holy shit. Let me find him. I'm looking for him. Hold on. He's way back up there. I don't see him. Jeff, can you look for him? I don't. Like, he's there, but I don't see him. All right, Jeffrey, he's got him. Austin Brookhauser, Cowboys always breaking my heart, even in the offseason. You know it, brother. Welcome to being a fan of America's team. Brett, this team makes me want to drink, and I'm only 20. All right, legally, I think I have to say, Brett, you can't drink until you're 21. Legally, I think I have to say that. So, you can't drink until you're 21. But, maybe you live in Europe. Maybe you live somewhere the drinking age is 18 years old. Go ahead and hit that space bar for me. Thank you. I know somewhat about how to do the producing. If you live in Europe, I like Jameson. I like Jack Daniels. Weird take coming up. I love Jaeger. I am different from everybody at the office. I like Jaeger.
Jaeger is my stepdad's favorite drink of all time.
Okay.
I cannot do it. It's so nasty.
It is not for everyone. Like I acknowledge I am different than most people, but I like Jaeger. Maybe it's from my mom. My mom likes Jaeger a ton too, but like that to me, as weird as it sounds, Jeff, it's smooth. Like I know everybody disagrees with me, and then that's fine. But I like it.
I can do a Jaeger bomb because it's with Red Bull, but I can't do it straight.
Yeah, that's just like you just get Red Bull. Like I will do it straight. As weird as that sounds, I know I am different. That's just me. All right, TD Lamb. Do you see our team ever holding the Lombardi? I mean, I think so. I wouldn't be up here if I thought it was never going to happen. David says Crown Royale is where it's at. I like that too. All right. Barring no new super chats in the next, we'll give him a minute again. We're going to go to Rumble only. I see D. Teddy, X-Dog, MG Daniels, Rex Foster, Shadow24 already over there on Rumble. We're doing Rumble after hours. Oh, another racist in there? Hold on. Just make sure they're actually racist. All I see them saying is non-racist stuff. Now, I might be missing stuff, which is not the first time, but just make sure. All right. Cowboys After Hours on Rumble. Go support us, rumble.com/CowboysTV, where I don't have to be censored. Like when I drop F-bombs, the producers here will edit our videos to drop out the F-bombs, which is like funny, but also like, how dare you, first of all. So go follow us, rumble.com, go support us, Cowboys TV. Yeah, but Cassie's not spelling it though, all the way. I don't know if she is. I see. Is she though? I'm gonna leave this up to Jeff. Just keep an eye on it. Like, just putting in GG is not in and of itself racist. That just means a good game, but also makes no sense. So if all right, get rid of Rick. Get Rick all the way out of here. All right, they said at one point she did. Well, we'll definitely bail on Rick. So, all right, at this point, we're going to move to Rumble only. Go support us, rumble.com/CowboysTV. That link in the live chat